future life, every man must judge for himself between conflicting vague probabilities. It is mere rubbish thinking, at present, of origin of life. One might as well think of origin of matter. Mere chance alone would never account for so habitual and large an amount of difference as that between varieties of the same species. I have called this principle, by which each slight variation, if useful, is preserved, by the term of natural selection. There is grandeur in this view of life, with its several powers, having been originally breathed by the Creator into a few forms or into one. Man is descended from a hairy, tailed quadruped, probably arboreal in its habits. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. We will now discuss in a little more detail the struggle for existence. Great is the power of steady misrepresentation, but the history of science shows that fortunately this power does not long endure. It may be doubted whether any character can be named which is distinctive of a race and is constant. Man tends to increase at a greater rate than his means of subsistence. The very essence of instinct is that it's followed independently of reason. One general law, leading to the advancement of all organic beings, namely, multiply, vary, let the strongest live and the weakest die. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. A republic cannot succeed till it contains a certain body of men imbued with the principles of justice and honor. A scientific man ought to have no wishes, no affections, a mere heart of stone. The highest stage in moral culture at which we can arrive is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. A man's friendships are one of the best measures of his worth. If the misery of the poor be caused not by the laws of nature, but by our institutions, great is our sin. I am not apt to follow blindly the lead of other men. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. Physiological experiment on animals is justifiable for real investigation, but not for mere damnable and detestable curiosity. Animals, whom we have made our slaves, we do not like to consider our equal. We hope to all of you enjoyed the video. Make sure like, share and subscribe the channel.